EA's Fight Night Round 4 comes out this week, and X-Play's Adam Sessler already has a decision, everybody. Welcome back, Adam.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good.
You, I heard it was an intense round of boxing or two you had this weekend.
Fight Night Round 4, really, really good.
You guys give it a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I would say that it's second to Infamous in terms of my games that must be played for 2009 so far in 2009.
Well, still, I mean, but for obviously two very different games, but for a sports game alone, let alone a boxing game, 5 out of 5 is a great score. About as good as you can get on your scale. And I mean, people look at it and say, well, it's clearly because the game's pretty, but there's so much more than...
Yeah.
The visuals, yes, they look good, but they tell so much more of the game.
They like the visuals stand out so much, but there's all these nuances that especially people who play Fight Night Round 3 or the previous ones can really appreciate. And it really is that the physics, the collision detection, as they've been saying about this game, and it really is true that they really didn't have that collision when you got close for like an inside boxing match, like what Mike Tyson would do. And now you really have it. So you can fight in there, you're making a difference, and just glances across the face make a difference from, just popping someone in the nose.
Yeah, I always felt in the older games you get in close to someone, when you go to throw a punch, your characters would magically sort of slide back and separate so that it could do its little animation.
And it has that, when you watch boxing, it's not like Rocky. It's moments of brilliant interspersed with longer moments of just kind of frustration waiting for something brilliant to happen. It really does capture, I guess, that magic of boxing.
And yet it's a positive thing in the video game world. It truly really is. And you can see from the sweat to the fighter's posture to the speed of their punches, obviously, you don't, I mean, right now we're seeing it with the graphical representation of your health and your stamina on screen. You can play it without, as you can see right here, and you can still tell exactly what's going on with your fighters.
Yes, you can definitely see if you're getting the upper hand because you'll see the cuts over the eyes. Really what it captures, and I have to say, when you were saying it was a grueling weekend of playing it, it's exhausting to play this game. Especially when you get to the professional level and you're doing 8 or 10 rounds. You have to focus so intently because one slip up on your part and like the whole thing can tumble out of your favor.
Absolutely.
And if you get the wife or the girlfriend there, this is one of those games where if they say, could you press pause for a second, you have to say, no, I can't, because trying to get back into the rhythm just from hitting pause.
Plus, really you can't give them an inch. You got to keep them in their place. Remind them, gaming is going on, princess. No, I can't.
Thank you, Bill O'Reilly.
But now the fighting system has been updated, and so if let's say I'm used to previous fight nights, does it directly transition into this game?
No, and this is interesting. I've talked to some people that played a little or none of Fight Night Round 3, and they're actually having an easier time initially gravitating to Fight Night Round 4. If you played a lot of Round 3, enough has changed significantly that you have to unlearn Round 3. Sterling McGarvey, who wrote the review, you can find it on G4TV.com, really had to say, like, hold on, stop playing it. The haymaker, nowhere near as powerful. A very, very good thing. And now when you do sort of counters, there's no counter button. You really have to get in there and move the stick at the right time. You get an audio cue, and it really adds a challenge that really brings it closer and closer to being a true simulation of boxing than what the game has been in the previous 3 versions.
Now, very quickly, I know it's got online mode, it's got a great career mode now, which is fantastic, but I want to touch on something that might not be a shining point of the game, which are the mini-games, because I think we should point out that not everything is flawless in this.
No. There is training that you can do, and it's through these mini-games, mostly with visual prompts, and you have to do them. They're insanely frustrating, and you can skip actually doing it yourself and just get 50% of what you could get in terms of the benefits.
And you might be better off just doing that.
Every time I did it, I found out that 50% was far better way to go.
All right, better than Ready to Rumble?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. I loved Ready to Rumble. Whatever, judge away. I don't care. Thank you, Adam.
I'm not ready to rumble.
Appreciate you coming on.
No problem.